Well, we're back. Happy summer, folks. It's been a while. It is Taking the Mikel Obi-Wan podcast, made possible by bet winner, the main man, US housewife's favourite, John Obi Mikel, Chris McHardy. How are you, Johnny?
I'm good, mate. How are you? You good?
I'm good.
Yeah.
Look at this.
Brand new studio, brand new everything. I mean, we are flying, aren't we?
We're going up in the world.
We are flying. It's amazing. New season, new Obi-Wan podcast. We are growing. We are flying, and it's just good to see that the summer has gone well. You know, the World Cup is finished now, and I can't wait for the new season to start.
Yes. Are we going to get the same old John Obi Mikel though? I'm
Same
hoping.
old, mate. I'm doubling down as well, aren't I?
Right. So
people think I'm going to stop. No. I'm going to double down, mate. But no, I'm looking forward to this season. I think it's going to be amazing. It's going to be great. A lot of uncertainty about so many clubs, so many teams. A lot of situations has happened over the summer, and it's still happening every day. There's a new story, you know, new managers, new players moving from different clubs. It's just exciting. I'm really looking forward to this new season coming up.
I've got so many questions. We're going to debate so many bits and pieces ahead of this season. I need to get a quick final word from you. The FIFA World Cup.
Yeah.
Thumbs up or thumbs down?
Ooh, controversial, isn't it? There's a lot of good things that happen during the World Cup, and there's few bad things that happen as well during the World Cup. But as we say, you have to take all the positive that happen and just run with it. And I think that's what we should do. You know, some fantastic games, brilliant goals, individual plays. We saw some really good stuff, and I just think it shouldn't. The little bad things that happen shouldn't overshadow the tournament, but it's definitely a contentious decisions that happen. And the ones that happen as well, they're huge ones. And I don't know if we should get into it or not. But listen, we live and we learn and we move on. And when you make mistakes, you have to learn and make sure you don't make same mistakes again.
Spain, deserving champions. I think we can both safely say that. They
deserve it. Yeah.
One goal across
they were
3
brilliant.
matches.
They were brilliant. I mean, I was there, I was watching, I was covering some of the games. And going through the games, you're looking at Spain thinking, when are they going to concede a goal? They look like they were never going to concede a goal until that goal against Belgium, which they conceded. Against a run of play as well. It wasn't like Belgium actually created the chance, but you can tell Spain were absolutely on it. You know, they didn't start the tournament well, obviously, against Cape Verde. They drew that game. They didn't play well. You don't win big tournaments like that in the first two games. You know, you build your way into it, and that's exactly what happened with that Spanish team. They grew into the tournament. You can see once they start firing, they didn't take their foot off the gas. And of course, the main man, I thought the whole tournament, Rodri. I've said it so many times in this podcast. A lot of people laughed at me and said, oh, sometimes you can't. One man cannot make a force. I know that, but one man can dictate the way a team plays. And you can see if a team can go on to win the tournament, and you can see that the way he started. And Pep Guardiola called it. He said, the best of Rodri will be during the World Cup. And he called it. And that's exactly what happened. He was absolutely superb, fantastic. He was like a quarterback, isn't it? The way he was playing, dictating the game, creating chances, and the way they pressed as well, the Spanish team. It's good to see the way they played. It's so refreshing, and that's where we want to see our teams play, especially here in the Premier League. Front foot football, you know, pressing high. You know, they didn't concede goals because they were pressing high.
Exactly.
As soon as they lose the ball, they wanted to get it back. They wanted to recover the possession, and that's what happened. They were absolutely super. They deserve to. As much as I wanted Argentina to win it, but I think Spain deserved it.
Yeah, it only feels like yesterday that the World Cup finished. It was a marathon. I mean, 5.5. I'm not complaining, but 5.5 weeks, 104 matches.
Even you got tired.
Even I was a bit like, come on, let's wrap this up. Let's get back to club football.
Yeah.
And thankfully, I mean, we're already less than 3 weeks away from the start of the new domestic football season. It's funny, you talk about Rodri, John. This has been the summer of the midfielder. You look at the money that's been spent.
That's the injury room of the game, isn't it? The injury room of the game.
I mean, if you were playing today, pal, you'd be getting 80, 90 million quid with a huge signing on bonus. I mean, it's mental.
Yeah, the amount of money that, you know, clubs are throwing now on players and footballers. You look at it, you say some of them, is it deserved? Some of them, yes. Some of them, maybe. But I think a lot of teams now are recognizing that, yes, if you want to win the Premier League, if you want your team to play a certain way, the engine room the team is the midfield, where the anchor of the team is the midfield, and you need to get that position right. Once you get that position right, then you can build your team around it. And you can see that a lot of teams now are recognizing that fact. You can see I think maybe probably the way the Spanish team played. When you recognize that, the way Rodri played, the way he controlled the game, pressed high, dictate the game, doesn't give the ball away that often. And everything that went through that Spanish team went through Rodri. Build that, make sure you get that position right and build the team around it. And you can see that, you know, I'm happy that we've gone out as well. We've done some really good business in that area, in that position, and we strengthened that position. And I think that's what we needed. But certainly, yes, a lot of teams have spent a lot of money in that position. But a lot of money, you must say, 116, 117 million. Wow. And you look at that, you think, ooh.
Well,
are they worth that amount of money? Good players, though.
Very good players.
Though. I take nothing away from them. Fantastic player. Morgan Rogers, Elliott Anderson, really, really good young talented players. They can go on for many, many years and be really, really good. They can improve. There's so much room for them to improve. They will get better. But 116, that's a lot of money.
It is. Listen, let's throw Morgan Rogers into this conversation as well, John. I've got a list here.
Yeah.
Quite keen to know how you rate these. And I'm going to pop you on the spot as well. Who you think is the best midfield signing so far. So, Elliott Anderson, Forest to City, 116 million. Sandro Tonali to Spurs from Newcastle, 100 million quid.
Yeah.
Matthias Fernandes, West Ham to Spurs, 85 million quid. I mean, we all know the best signing of the summer. Andre Santos, Chelsea to Man United. 48 rising to 50.
We're giving you guys our leftovers.
I knew that was coming. Yuri Tielemans, 35 million.
That's a good one.
And then, of course, Morgan Rogers, 170.
That is...
Of all of those, which ones do you like?
Of all of those... It pains me to say the best one, I'll probably go for Yuri Tielemans. Wow. How the fuck did you guys get him for what? 30 million?
35 million.
Oh my God, that is a fucking steal. How did you do that? I mean, I was watching him during the World Cup. I mean, just before the World Cup as well. Yes, he was injured and he came back as well. He came back into the team. For Aston Villa, started playing again. But during the World Cup, you can see that this is a player. This is a player. There's something. Obviously, we all know how Tielemans plays. He can play any area in that position. You know, in that midfield, he can play as a number 6, he can play as a number 8, number 10. And when you have a player that can play anywhere in that position, they can give you the variety to change the way you want to play. I think for me, Tielemans is that guy. You know, he gets into the box, he can score goals. He's very dangerous with set pieces. You know, he's very good on the ball. He doesn't give the ball away. The only one thing we can say about Tielemans, he's not the quickest. But he reads the game really, really well. He's very, very intelligent with the ball and without the ball. And for me, when I look at all these midfielders that has transferred to different clubs, I think for me, the best one, I'll probably say Yuri Tielemans. I'm happy with Morgan Rogers, but we all know Morgan Rogers. Chelsea's a big team. Chelsea's it's a huge team. And he's going to a big, big team. A team that has a culture of winning. We've created that culture. We've won trophies. We know how to win trophies. And he's just coming to be, again, a part of the team. You know what I mean? But Yuri Tielemans is going to Manchester United to make Manchester United better, a much better team. And I think that's where I'll probably say he's that guy. He's that one. Another one is Tonali. Big fan of Tonali. I think going to Spurs as well. I think Spurs are doing some really good business, aren't they?
Don't say it, John. Don't say it.
They are doing some really good business. I mean, De Zerbi, what is he gone? I mean, obviously, we know... probably the conversation that was had with the owners just before the end of the season.
Yes.
If I keep you guys up, you have to spend money, you have to back me. And I think that's what we're seeing right now. And I think he deserves it. If any manager is deserved to be backed, I think it's De Zerbi. But because I can see what he's trying to build with that Spurs team. The way they finished the season, yes, they didn't play well but that's not the time to play well. That was the time to get over the line. Make sure you keep the team safe, the club safe, and then build from there. And that's what we're seeing right now. And they are signing some really, really good players. And I think they're going to be very, very good. If he gets them playing the way he wants them to play, I think they will be a force to reckon with next time.
Well, it's interesting you say that.
Next season, sorry.
Because you've actually, Spurs, you're expecting improvements from, and you're Chelsea, no European football for either.
Yep.
I actually think it will help both teams that they're not in Europe.
It will. It will. I think every time when you ask any manager, they want time, they want days on the training pitch where they can be able to install their philosophy to the way they want the team to play, their tactics, the way they want their style of play, the way they want the team to play. And I think that's something that Xabi Alonso is going to have. He's going to have time. He's going to have days on the training pitch where he will try to get the team to play the way he wants them to play. Now, the question is, how does he play? Is he going to play 3 in the back, or is he going to play 4-4-3-3 or 4-4-2? Because knowing Xabi Alonso, the way he played at Leverkusen, and that's why he was successful. He tried to change his system at Madrid. Didn't work out well for him. So is he going to come to Chelsea and try to play 3 in the back? That's not the way we play. Same thing happened with Manchester United. Ruben Amorim went in there, and everyone was saying,
change.
3 in the back is not Manchester United way. You have to change. You have to play the attacking way. You have to play front foot football. Now, is Xabi Alonso going to do that? Is he going to stick with 3 in the back, or is he going to play 4? Because I know the Chelsea fans, when you play 3 in the back and it's not exciting football, they will not buy into it. And he needs the fans to buy into the project, what he wants to do. And he needs to hit the ground running straight away, winning games, playing exciting football, playing front foot football, because that's what our fans like to see. Our fans have been spoiled with some really good football and winning trophies as well. So for Xabi Alonso, he's got a massive task ahead of him, because he needs to get this team back into contention. Because right now we finished 10th last season, not good enough for a club like Chelsea. We need to get back into competing, winning the Premier League, being in the Champions League. We're not in the Champions League right now for next season. And that's a huge, huge blow for us. A club like Chelsea, we need to be in the Champions League at least every season. And Xabi Alonso has got a massive task in his hand. And if anyone can do it, I believe he's a very good manager. I like him as a manager, what he's done, what he achieved with Bayern Leverkusen. Didn't work out for him in Real Madrid, but I think if he can be able to get these young players, and now you can see what he's trying to do. He's trying to, bring in some experienced players, but I don't know about 35, 36 years old.
Get your boots on, John. You might get a phone call.
But you never know. Only he knows what he's doing. So we can't question the manager right now for bringing in players who are 35, 36 years old. Maybe we are seeing something that he's seeing something that we're not seeing. So for me, I want to experience, but experience is not 35, 36 years old. We're talking about 28, 29, 27, 28, 29, because that's when you're in your peak. But he's decided to go for 35, 36. So let's wait and see what he wants to do with those players. But I will expect that we go for players that are 27, 28, 29, that are, getting to their peak, because that's when you start to peak. So for me, I wouldn't question the manager right now or the club, because they're trying to change their model, the system, the way they recruit. So let's wait and see if it works out.
And we've got to give them credit, because we've said on this podcast before, just signing young players doesn't work. Okay, Danny Welbeck, Jordan Henderson, let's be honest, they're not going to be fixtures week in, week out.
Yeah, but what are you getting him in for then?
Just to set the standards. You know it. You talked about it. John Terry, Frank Lampard, Didier Drogba, setting standards day in, day out.
Yeah, setting standard also mean that you need to be on the pitch. You've just mentioned Didier Drogba, John Terry. They were on the pitch.
Yeah, good point. Yeah, fair. That's the big difference.
There is a question of, if you want to set standard, how happy are you seeing on the bench? Maybe sometimes you don't get to play 2-3 games in a row. Are you still going to be happy trying to set standard in training, in dressing room?
Yeah.
Are you still going to be vocal? I think Jordan Henderson, from what I've heard from him
about Danny. I don't know
about Danny, but what I've heard about Jordan Henderson, I think he's that guy. It doesn't matter whether he plays or not. He sets the standard. He's vocal in the dressing room, in training. He sets the standard in training. Is he going to be happy playing that role for the whole season or for 2 seasons? I don't know, because sometimes as players, we want to play. And when you're not playing, your motivation goes absolutely down, because you're thinking, I want to play here, even if it's 20 minutes. I want to get on the pitch.
Yeah.
So my question is, are they going to be happy playing that role for the whole season? But definitely, I think it's a lot of experience coming into that dressing room. And I think the manager knows what he's doing. Like I said, let's not question him and see what they do with Jordan Anderson and Danny Welbeck. 2 really good signings. But again, I think the one that we have to talk about is Morgan Rogers, because I think he's going to be absolutely superb.
So do I, for what it's worth. What was it? 10 goals, 7 assists in the Premier League last season. 8 goals, 11 assists the season before that. He's 20. He just turned 24.
24.
He's Premier League proven.
24.
24. Like,
so young.
Yeah, you've bought now and the potential for him to grow.
Yeah, I think that's where you start to see your potential, isn't it? Start coming up. I think when I won the Champions League, I was 24. I think 24, around about that. And that's where I think I started sort of like you can see within you that your game is starting to develop even more and more. You start to grow as a person, not just as a player, but as a person as well. And sometimes when you make changes outside the pitch, it kind of affects what you do on the pitch, because you start to make sure that everything that surrounds you as a person, as a player, is well looked after. You start to do things right, outside the pitch, on the pitch. You start to know what is good for you, what's good for your body, and what's not good for you, friends that you need to keep, friends that you don't need to keep. You start to make decisions that will help you develop as a player. And I think Morgan Rogers is in that age now where he'll start to look at himself and so, you know what? Now I've joined one of the biggest clubs in the Premier League, in the world, which is Chelsea. And I'm coming here knowing the culture of the football club. I want to come here, I want to win trophies, I want to compete. Knowing that this club is a club that is built, it's a machine that's built of winning trophies, because that's what we do, we win trophies. And for a few years now, our fans have been denied that. And we've just gone out, we spent 117 million getting him through the door. 117 million. That's a lot of money.
Most expensive British
player.
That's
a huge amount of money. Yeah. He has to live up to that expectation. Sometimes we know that this transfer fees, carries a massive weight on the player. But he knows players there in the club that's going to help him settle. Cole Palmer, his best buddy. But I want to know, how will the manager deal with that, though? Because, you look at both of them, they play in the same position. What do you do with that? How do you get both of them to play together? Both of them are not very, very good in terms of defensively. You can have two players that don't really defend as well on the pitch. So how does the manager deal with that? Morgan Rogers just come through the door. You've paid a huge amount of money for him. He has to play.
He has to play.
Cole Palmer has to play. Yeah. So Enzo Fernandez has to play. So we need to know what we're doing and how we need to do it. But I trust Alonso to figure out a way.
You talk about Morgan, 24. Marco Palestra, the 21-year-old right wing back, exciting. Maxence Lacroix as well.
I think it's a good signing.
26.
26, yeah.
Talking about an age.
Talking about Premier League experience as well, yeah.
Exactly. So he's ticked a few boxes.
He's ticked a few boxes. I think Lacroix is a good signing. I've said it here so many times here on the pod where we've talked about
needing
Chelsea
a centre half.
Needing a centre half that's got a bit of experience. And when you look at Lacroix, you can say he's that guy. Coming off the season that he had with Crystal Palace, they won the Conference League, and the season before that they won the FA Cup. So he's been in the dressing room that's won trophies recently.
That's true.
You know what I mean? And that experience of winning trophies and what that gives you, the experience that gives you as a player, and he's been there, he's seen it, he knows how to win trophies. And he was in center of what happened with Crystal Palace.
Yeah.
That run that they had, with the manager, with Glasner, knowing that they have to win trophies. Bringing that experience to Chelsea as well, which is a club that also know how to win trophies. I think with these young players that we have, with these players now that we have, I think his experience of knowing how to win trophy is going to be absolutely vital. And I hope he can be able to help the team with that, because I definitely think he's a good signing for us. He's quick, he's strong, he's good on the ball, and I think he's going to be a very, very good addition to the team. Him and Levi Colwell, I think we've got a really good partnership there. I think both of them, if they strike a really good partnership, I think it's going to be absolutely superb to watch both of them, because as we know, defense is where you win. You need to build your defense. Trophies. You build your defense. Okay, you build a solid foundation here where we can go on and then win trophies. And I think that's a massive signing for us.
You and I were talking off air before hopping onto this podcast today. Goalkeeping situation is still not resolved. We're both still, I think, of the same view. Robert Sanchez, good as he is, he ain't it for a title-winning team. We were having this conversation. There's a goalkeeper that you like that's off to Leeds, and there's a goalkeeper that I like that go and get him from Aston Villa. Go back to Villa again, knock on the door, hand over 20, 25 million, and go and get a World Cup winner. Emi Martinez.
Emi Martinez, fantastic goalkeeper. How old is he now?
33.
33.
Experienced
goalkeeper. Fantastic goalkeeper. Has been at Villa for a very long time now, and he's done really well for Aston Villa. And of course, Argentina, we know about the save he made at the World Cup 2022. He had a massive, fantastic tournament. Not just that save. He was absolutely brilliant for Argentina.
He's a character.
He's a character, isn't he? He's a character. You need a bit of that. You need a goalkeeper with a bit of personality, and he's that guy. He's got a lot of personality, a lot of confidence, a lot of arrogance with himself because he believes in what he can give to the team. So for me, I think he can be the one for us. But again, I'm looking at a goalkeeper for Manchester City.
Yeah, James Trafford.
James Trafford. He's there. He's available.
Yes.
Why don't we go get him, James Trafford? Why don't we just go get him? Everybody's trying to get him right now. Donnarumma is there. Donnarumma is going to play.
Yes.
And he wants to play.
Yeah.
English goalkeeper, young English talented goalkeeper.
23.
23 years old. Why don't we go get him? Leeds are trying to get him right now.
Yeah.
He's good he's good with his feet.
Fantastic.
He's a very, very good shot stopper.
Yeah.
We saw how he played before Donnarumma arrived. You know, I think he's a really, really good goalkeeper. Why don't we go get him? You know, for me, I've said it so many times. Sanchez is not that guy. Yeah. He is not that guy that will win us trophies. I'm sure everybody knows that, Chris. I can't keep repeating myself here. Every time, every season, week in, week out. I'm sure Xabi Alonso knows that. The club knows that. Why can't we rectify that? We are building a solid team right now. We're bringing in players that can help improve the squad. The one place that every Chelsea fan is crying out for. Not just me. Every Chelsea fan is crying for that position.
Is the goalkeeper position.
It's the goalkeeper position. I'm sorry, Sanchez is not that guy that can help us to win trophies. We've seen him make so many mistakes.
And that's it.
He's not reliable. He's not consistent. And for us to be able to go out from where we are right now, trying to build a winning team, we need consistency. If you look at last season, that's what's lacking from the team. Experience. Consistency. We made way too many mistakes on the pitch. Way too many red cards. Way too many discipline issues. That's what we need to rectify. The little things on the pitch is what we need to rectify. Then the big issues, then we'll find a way. You have to deal with the little issues. It's not little though when you start having red cards every time we finish. How many games did we finish last season with 10 men?
Oh, jeepers.
We can't afford to do that this season. Players getting sent off left, right, and center. We need to rectify that situation. And Xabi Alonso he must have a conversation with these players, with this young team.
You talk about experience, John, adding that. James Trafford's 23. There might be a lot of people listening or watching this thinking, well, is he not a little bit like Robert? You're getting the inconsistencies. He's good with his feet. Robert's good with his feet. He's a good shot stopper. Robert's a decent shot stopper. But mistakes are in him.
Yeah.
James is a young boy starting off his career.
Yep.
Emi Martinez is Premier League ready. He's won trophies. He's experienced. To your point, he's a character.
Yep.
He's a leader in the dressing room, and I think he's available. We believe that Villa would.
Every season he cries. At the end of the season, he cries and waves to the
says goodbye.
Says goodbye. But
he's still there.
But
Come on,
still there.
Hello again.
Right. I don't know why he does that. But he probably has his agent saying something to his ears that this is going to be the last season.
This will be the summer. I've got your move. Emi. You're so right. The tears, the waves.
I love Emi Martinez, but come on, every season he's waving to the fans. He's got tears in his eyes. But then next season he shows up. He's on the pitch. But yeah, you're right. I think for me, James Trafford is
He's the future.
I think he's the future. I think the thing with Robert Sanchez, you can say yes. Robert Sanchez, we need to say it. We need to be honest, brutally honest with ourselves. He is not good at his feet. Shot stopper, yes, but he's not really a top goalkeeper.
Doesn't command.
He
this
doesn't
box.
command so much. Not the box. There's something about him that just doesn't sit well with the club. You know what I mean? You have to. Yes, Trafford is young, but when you look at him, I watched him at Manchester City when he played few games. Every time he plays for Manchester, he's calm.
Yeah.
His demeanor, he's calm. He's calm on the ball. He's calm with his feet. He makes the right decisions sometimes. Yes, he made one mistake where I saw he made a mistake that led to a goal. But he will be the goalkeeper that will grow with the team. We need a goalkeeper that we're going to be there for 10, 15 years, just like Peter Cech did. Grow with the team. And as a team as well, as players, you need a goalkeeper that grows with the team, that every season you know he's on goal. He's that guy. He's that guy that will win you trophies.
And
he's
trust.
that guy that will make change. Exactly. And to trust him as well. He trusts his centre backs, his defense. Everybody trusts him, knowing that he's in goal.
Yeah.
So for me, I think Trafford will be that guy. If we go out and get him, he will be a great signing for us. But nonetheless, though, I still think that is the one position we have to rectify. We have to change. We have to make a change there. I am sure Xabi Alonso knows that.
He does.
He knows that.
I think so.
Everybody can see that. It's not just me. It's not only the Chelsea fans.
I think everyone sees it,
Everyone
John.
sees it. So for me, the club have to make that change. Get another top goalkeeper in there. If Robert Sanchez want to stay and compete, fine. If he wants to leave, fine. But get somebody in through the door that can compete with him, that can push him. You know what I mean? That has experience. That's a good goalkeeper, that's good on his feet, because we want to play out from the back. I'm sure that's what Xabi Alonso wants to do. He wants to play out from the back.
Yeah.
Sanchez is not that guy. He's not good on his feet. It's not good to play out from the back. So we need to make a change. And the sooner we do that, right now, we have to do it this transfer window. We can't wait until January. We can't afford to say, oh, let's give it another 3-4 months. No. We have to do it now.
The change could still come. You mentioned someone I do want to get your thoughts on, because a lot of controversy around this man over the last few months. Enzo Fernandez. Agitating, or at least mentioned that he'd like one day to live in Madrid. He then goes away with Argentina, scores the equalising goal against England. Celebration amongst the England fans. I loved it, but
you loved it.
Of course, the Scotsman loved it. Of course, but then again, speculation, maybe a move to Real Madrid. Then Real Madrid come out to say we're not interested in Enzo Fernandez. Then we hear that Chelsea had a bid of £64 million rejected for Alex Scott at Bournemouth. Where do you see Enzo Fernandez fitting into this Xabi Alonso revolution this season, John?
Listen, I've always said Enzo Fernandez has had few seasons where he's played really well for this club. And a few times when I watch him, I can see that he really wants this club to do well. He's playing his heart out. He's running. He's fighting for the team. He's fighting for the club. And there's a few times as well when I watch him, I think, okay, this is a guy that wants to go. You know, he's ready to move on. It looks like he wants to go. But one thing I've always said, no player is bigger than a football club. Never. A player is bigger than a football club. If Barcelona can let Lionel Messi leave,
then any club can let anyone leave.
Then any club can let any fucker go.
Yeah.
Honestly. So if Enzo Fernandez wants to leave, if he wants to go to Madrid and join Cucurella like Cucurella did, fine. Let him go. Get some money, recoup some money, you know, and bring in somebody that wants to play for the football club. Alex Scott, like you said, I think he's a brilliant player.
So do I.
You know, for
Big
Bournemouth.
fan.
But I think he's going to want to stay there for another season. I think he doesn't want to rush his move. Maybe I think he wants to stay there for another another season. And try to see, you know, sometimes young players, they do rush.
Yeah.
You know, they move and then they move to a bigger club and it doesn't work out for them. Sometimes it's just because you've rushed it a bit too early. And I probably will say stay for another season at Bournemouth, because
22.
to grow like that.
They're in Europe this season.
And then when he finally moves next season, then you know, okay, there's a few more experience and a few more games under my, under my belt.
I'm ready.
I'm grown now. I'm ready to move, and I know exactly how to play when I go to this big team. So for me, I think he should stay at Bournemouth for another season. But again, coming back to Enzo Fernandez, he's had, like I said, a couple of seasons where he's played really well for us. Plays really well for Argentina every time he plays with the national team. There's just something with these Argentines when they play for the national team. But listen, he's a brilliant player. I want him to stay at Chelsea and work under Xabi Alonso. But again, you don't want to force a player if he doesn't want to be at a football club. It looks like he wants to play for Real Madrid, but it looks like Real Madrid doesn't want him at the football club.
They want Rodri.
They want Rodri. Who wouldn't want Rodri
exactly.
right now? So I think if he wants to stay, we keep him. If we don't get any money from him, we keep him, because I think he's going to be good for us. Because now, with the experience that he's had now for a couple of seasons, World Cups under his belt, and so many seasons now for Chelsea, 3 or 4 seasons right now.
He joined after that World Cup, so this will be his 4th.
Exactly.
2.5.
So he's getting a lot of experience right now at the football club. He knows what the football club right now is all about. He's going to become one of the senior players at that football club, one of the captains, one of the leaders. So we need his experience. We need the leadership from him. It all depends if he wants to stay, or if the club thinks right now is the time to move him on and get money from him. Because I don't think for us to let Enzo Fernandez go, we're talking about 80 to 100 million.
Oh, easy.
Easy.
Yeah.
Because if you get in the likes of Morgan Rogers and Elliott Anderson for 100 and something million, we might as well demand 80, 90, 100 million from him. Easy. So that's a huge amount of money. So I hope he stays and try to play for us one more season, because I think his experience is something that we definitely need.
And you've often talked about it on this podcast, John, the spine. Goalkeeper aside, we'll leave that to one side. But Lacroix and Colwell, Caicedo, Fernandes, Palmer and Rogers, João Pedro. And you know, it's funny, I know João Pedro scored a hat-trick against Sydney.
Yeah.
Forget that. As you would say, pre-season means very little. It's about building fitness. I'm expecting big things from João Pedro this season. And I'm not a Chelsea fan. If I was, I'd be really excited. I think there is something, you know me, I'm a huge Xabi Alonso fan.
Yeah.
I think something special is brewing, John. And no European football. I actually think you boys will put up a challenge this season.
Yes, we will. You've just mentioned all these players. But again, if you ask any Chelsea player right now, what are the positions that we need to strengthen now? We have few weeks left for the transfer windows. Is the goalkeeper situation?
Yes, left back.
Left back.
Or left wing, wing back.
And a number 9.
You still?
João Pedro is not a number 9. He's not an out-and-out number 9. He is not. He's a what do you call it? Half 9, half 10.
Hybrid.
Exactly. He's a false 9.
Yeah.
He is not a number, absolutely out-and-out number 9. He's not.
Are you about to start the campaign again here, John? Don't do it.
What I'm saying is, I don't know the situation with Nicholas Jackson if he's staying.
Villa apparently interested.
I don't know the situation with Delap. Delap, as everybody knows, he's not. Sorry, but he's not a Chelsea player.
He'll be gone.
There's nothing wrong.
Danny Welbeck in.
Danny Welbeck is okay. Again, not an out-and-out number 9. Again, you need an out-and-out number 9, like a striker. We've always had that at Chelsea. Drogba, Torres,
Diego Costa.
We've always had like a number 9, actual number 9, that doesn't give a shit about no, he is there to score goals. Like a Haaland.
So who would you sign?
I have absolutely no idea, but we need a player like that.
So you would want a goalkeeper, you want a left back, and
an
still
out-and-out number 9, like a proper number 9. João Pedro is an absolute super player. He's done really, really well since joining the football club. Absolutely superb. I have nothing bad to say about João Pedro. And I think he's just about to sign on another contract. They're talking about improving his contract, which he absolutely deserves. But I look at him, he's not a number 9. You know what I mean? Like the players that I've mentioned. We've always had that at Chelsea. And for you to win trophies, you need somebody that can be all the time in the absolutely box. That when that cross comes in, when that tap-ins comes in, he's right there.
Yeah.
He's there to tap those balls in. When the cross come in, he's there. We need that. We don't have that right now at the club. And I hope Danny Welbeck is coming. Again, like I said, you've just said he's not going to start games, right?
I wouldn't imagine he'll start many
exactly.
games.
He wouldn't. So we need an out-and-out number 9, and I just hope that the club does that, because
I've got bad news for you, John. I don't think it's going to happen.
I don't think it's going to happen, because Welbeck is coming, but I don't think it's going to happen.
You know, Rogers, Palmer, Estevao, I know you're going to say they're not strikers, but attacking positions, Estevao, Palmer, Rogers, Welbeck, João Pedro. You've still got Delap, you've still got Nicholas Jackson.
But I think Delap needs to go, though.
Gittins, Pedro Neto.
I think Delap needs to go.
You're not in Europe.
I think
Delap's gone.
Yeah, I think for his sake, right, and for the club, I think it's good for him.
I agree.
It's good for him to leave the football club, to go and somewhere. Sometimes when you join a big club, it doesn't work out. It doesn't mean that you're a bad player. It doesn't mean you're a bad player. It just means that you didn't fit right with the system of the club, the system of the football club, the way they want to play, or the players that you have around you. Just didn't work out.
Agree with that.
There's nothing wrong with that.
No.
It doesn't mean you're a bad player. So I hope for the young man's sake that he leaves the football club, goes somewhere where he can get minutes, where he can start playing again. Because the last thing he wants to do is have same season like he had last season. Not playing, sitting on the bench every time, week in, week out. You want to play as a football player. So I hope he leaves. I don't know the situation with Nicholas Jackson. If he's staying, if he's leaving,
he'll leave.
I don't know, but we absolutely need a number 9.
Goalkeeper or number 9? What do you need more of?
Both. We have to get both. We have to strengthen both positions. We have to make sure we get another goalkeeper for sure. And then make sure we strengthen the number 9 position. Yes, Danny Welbeck is there for the experience. He's not going to start games. João Pedro is not an out-and-out number 9. Super player, João Pedro.
I don't know.
To win titles, you need an out-and-out number 9, just like an Ireland. A striker that doesn't care whether he touches the ball or not. Give him, all he cares about, give him 2 chances, he scores 1. That's what we need if we want to start competing again for the Premier League and Champions League.
Watch this space. I think you're in for a bit of
I know you don't think we're going to get it.
I think you're going to get a goalkeeper. I think you're going to get a left back / left wing back. Depending on Enzo's future, you might bring in another midfielder. But I see Chelsea coming towards the end of their business, not at the start, John. You've added 4. Jordan's going to be 5.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, as I say, maybe a goalkeeper, maybe a left wing back, and then done. And then it's about shipping players out. Because you're not in Europe and you've still got a huge squad.
Yeah, we've got a huge squad. We need to get players out of the door as well. And I'm sure the club are working on that.
Yeah, they will be.
Yeah, the last thing you want is a manager sitting with all those players and not knowing who's, what his team is, and having players who sitting there calling them the bomb squad and all that. So
yeah, nonsense.
We don't want that, because that's also a distraction as well for the players, for the manager, knowing that there's players in the building that are not happy, that are just walking around sulking and having a negative attitude in the in the place. You don't want that as a manager. You don't need that as a manager. So I'm hoping that the club are trying to get these players out of the door, get them somewhere, a good club where they can go and continue their career, continue playing football. Because they are still, some of them will still be Chelsea players. They're going to go out on loan, and they're still Chelsea players. When you need them, they have to come back. So they will still be our players, but you need to trim the squad. You need the managers to know the players that he's working with. Okay, this is the team that I'm working with. This is the squad that I'm working with. We need to do that now. We need to sort that part out right now, because this season is a huge season for us. Massive season.
What's success? What's success for Chelsea this season?
What is success? For us, success, I think right now, no pressure on, a huge pressure on Xabi Alonso. So as any manager that comes in to work at Chelsea, it's a huge pressure. But for me, success right now is getting back into Europe. Getting back in
top 4.
Yeah.
Top 4.
Yeah, not Europa League.
No.
I think top 4. I think for me it will be success. I don't think we're going to go on to win the Premier League, but I think top 4 right now will be the absolute success for us.
And a cup win, a League Cup or an FA Cup.
Well, if you ask me right now, shall I take finishing in top 4 or win an FA Cup? I take top 4.
Top 4. You got to be back there. Yeah.
All day, I take top 4.
Yeah.
So for me, we want to be in Europe, and not just Europe. We want to be in the Champions League. You cannot, as a football club, as a huge football club, once you start to slide out of that situation of knowing that season after season you're competing in the Champions League, mentally it's not good for the players. Mentally for the club as well, it's not a good look. You think in 1 season, 2 seasons. No. Slowly but surely, you're starting to get yourself out of the conversation.
And consistency.
And consistency as well, you start to drive your way out of it. We don't want to be that club. Yes, 1 season we're not there, but we need to get straight back into it.
Yeah, you're right.
We have to get straight back into the Champions League positions, because that's where we belong. That's who we are. That is the culture of the football club. That's where we belong. Playing Champions League football season after season, because that is the least that our fans demand.
Yeah.
That is the least that we demand as fans of that football club. Players, ex-players, legends of the football club that have suffered for the football club, because we want to see our team, our club, play in the Champions League. And these players have the responsibility of getting us back into that situation, because last season we didn't do it.
10th.
We had a terrible season. So many situations. So many little situations that happen during games that we need to fix. When it's not going well on the pitch, we see players throwing their arm, flinging their arm, trying to blame each other. We need to cut all that out.
And I think he will.
We need to unite.
Yeah.
The team, the players, the squad. Everybody needs to buy into what the manager has to do, what the manager wants to do. At the end of the day, Xabi Alonso is the captain of the fucking ship. You have to buy into what he wants to do. And that's what I'm saying. If Enzo Fernandez feels like he doesn't want to be there, that is the last thing you want.
Yeah.
A player that's not happy, and he's a key player, a vital player. If he's not happy, let him go.
Yeah.
Let him go. You need players that want to be in the football club.
So on that,
because that's the only thing that's going to help us this season. Coming up.
Players that want to play for the
Players that
club.
want to be at the football club. Unite the team, unite the squad. Let everybody know this is the way I want the team to play. And we have to get back into contention. We have to get back into competing to win in the Premier League, competing for the Champions League. Because that's who we are, that's where we belong. And make no mistake about that, Xabi Alonso knows what he's walking into. This is not a fucking project.
No.
This is now. It's not a project, it is now. Do we give him time? Yes. Do we back him? Yes. Am I saying sack him after 6 months? No.
But he's
Am I saying get rid of him if we're in the relegation battle? Yes, of course, get rid.
Of course. Jeepers, don't say that, John.
But what I can see with the squad that he's building, with the manager that I know, what he's achieved at Bayern Leverkusen, the way I see his team play, the way he demands, what he demands from his squad, I don't see us struggling that much, if any. I see us growing as a team. And that's why I said we have to back the manager. We have to support the manager. We have to support the squad, the team. Because that's the only way we can succeed. And I know Xabi Alonso is that guy, will be that guy that can get us back to who we are. Because, again, he's played in the Premier League with Liverpool. He's won title with Liverpool. And he knows what this Premier League, what this league demands. As a player, he hasn't managed in the Premier League, but as a player, when you've played in this league, you know exactly what it demands.
Right. Who's the team to beat? Arsenal are the champions. United have retooled. Carrick's in now permanently. Spurs are spending money, 250 million. They'll spend more. We know Liverpool, Andoni Iraola's in.
Yeah.
They're going to spend before the window, no doubt about that. Enzo Maresca quietly has moved into power at Manchester City. Elliott Anderson in.
Not quietly, sneakily he did it.
Yeah, well, Chelsea made money from that. We haven't even touched on that.
Yeah.
But who then for you is the team to beat in the 26-27 season?
Wow, team to beat. There's so many teams, and the good thing that you can say about this season is absolutely wide open. Absolutely fucking wide open. Apart from Arsenal.
You think Arsenal?
Apart from Arsenal, you can say, okay, this is the team right now. Because
settled.
They've had the same, exactly, settled.
Yep.
A manager that's been there for so many years has built a team, a squad.
And they're champions.
That has gone on to win the Premier League. It doesn't matter how they won it. They finally crossed the line.
Yes.
And that's what a lot of the Arsenal fans were saying. It doesn't matter how we win it, let's just cross the line. And then we can talk about next season of how we want to play. Yeah. I want to see now how they play, how they approach this season, how they defend their title. Because, okay, doesn't matter how you played last season. Played ugly or whatever, which way you wanted to win it. You wanted to cross the line. And you've done that. It wasn't pretty to watch.
No.
But they've done it. They've gone out, they've won it. Now I want to see how does Mikel Arteta and this Arsenal squad, how do they play this season? Because they have to defend that title. And if you look at out of all the top 5, top 6 team squad, they are the most settled squad.
Without a shadow.
They still have the best squad in the Premier League. And he's still strengthening the squad. He's still bringing in players that he wants. So they are the one, if you have to say, the ones to beat. But again, it comes down to how does this Arsenal team play this season? Yeah. Are they going to play pretty football? Are we going to see the same shenanigans that we saw last season? Set pieces, corner kicks, throw-ins, and all that. I was sitting during the Champions League final, watching the game in Budapest. You know, FIFA, UEFA, they invite, the legends and everybody who's won. I was in the box with all the guys. We were watching the game. Honestly, I couldn't believe it. The rest of the guys couldn't believe what they were watching. The rest of the legends couldn't. I was looking at all of them. I was looking at their faces. The time wasting, the lying down on the floor, the corner kicks, 20 seconds, 1 minute to take a corner kick. The whole thing was going on. Everybody was just restless and fucking agitated. Like, I could see their faces. They were like,
"Whoa, yeah.
What is going on here? What are we watching? This is not a Champions League final. This is not a Champions League. The game is not played the right way." And then straight away in the second half, what happened? The referee came out. What did he do? Just before the halftime, the referee clamped down on Bukayo Saka going to take the corner kick, right?
That's right.
Blew the corner kick straight away because he took way too much time. And then the second half, the referee came out and stopped all the fucking shenanigans that was going on. Straight away, gave a yellow card to, what's his name? The right back.
Oh, Mosquera.
Mosquera. The referee straight away, because UEFA went into the dressing room and said, listen, you have to take control of this. This is getting out of hand. We can't believe what we're watching. We need to speed up the game. The game needs, this is a Champions League final. We need to speed up the game. We need to watch a game here.
Yeah.
And that's why the referee came out straight away in that Champions League semi-final and clamped down on everything that was happening. Speed the game up.
Make it more of a spectacle.
Exactly. And that's why leading up to the World Cup, we saw the changes that we saw.
Yeah. So on that basis,
we saw the changes that we saw because FIFA wants to get rid of this, all these things happening, goalkeepers lying down for no reason, players taking way too much. What is all that? Giving the goalkeeper room before corner kicks? FIFA clamped down on all that.
They did.
I'm waiting to see what the Premier League going to do about that.
I think they will.
Are they going to clamp down on it?
I think they will.
Have to wait and see.
I think they will.
So for me, again, coming back to your question,
Arsenal.
who is the team to beat? I think Arsenal.
Bruno Guimaraes, we're expecting him to join. You know where I'm going with the next one. If they get Vini Jnr.
He's not coming. Forget about that, mate. He's just using Arsenal to get a better deal.
Are you sure of that?
He's not leaving Real Madrid.
Are you sure of that?
I'm sure about that, 100%. 100%. He's not leaving. He just wants to use Arsenal to get a better deal.
Breaking news, Vini Jnr. joins.
But he's not leaving Real Madrid. Why will he... Listen, Arsenal is a big team.
You're going to end up with egg in your face. Go on then, John. Tell us why Vini Jnr. is not...
I'm not saying... Listen, Arsenal is a big team. Arsenal is a big team. If I sit there and say Arsenal is not... Then that means I'm lying.
No,
I'm not lying. Arsenal is a
team.
big team, yes. But Real Madrid is just a total...
a giant.
Different ball game.
Yeah.
And I think this conversation about contract has been going on for such a long time. He wants a better deal. He wants a new contract with a better deal. And Real Madrid are not willing to budge.
Okay.
Obviously, Florentino Perez is not willing to budge.
No.
And he's not willing to budge as well. So it's coming down to where he's going to have 1 year left. You don't want a player like Vini Jnr. 1 year left because then he's going to walk away next summer for free. You don't want that.
No.
So Real Madrid he's trying to get a better deal. Real Madrid are trying to get a better deal. So I think he's going to end up staying at Real Madrid. Bruno Guimaraes is going to be a good signing for Arsenal. It's going to be a good signing for Arsenal. I think him and Declan Rice in that midfield is going to be...
An Odegaard.
That is going to be good. That is going to be good. You can see that Mikel Arteta, he knows he has to play some attractive football this season. You can't play the same way you played last season. He knows he has to entertain the Arsenal fans because sometimes last season what the fans were watching is not what they wanted to watch. It's not what they paid for. But they just wanted to cross the line.
Yeah.
But this season, he has to change the system. He has to play some attractive football because knowing Arsenal from the years of Arsene Wenger, this is a team that plays good football and win good. Win playing good football. He has to get back to that. He has to do that. So what I'm saying is, when you look at all the teams, Chelsea, new manager. Liverpool, new manager. Manchester City, new manager. Spurs,
new manager.
New kind of manager.
United, new manager.
Exactly. So if you're looking at all these teams, and a manager that's been there as well, that has built a team, a squad, that's been backed, has spent over $1 billion, it's Arsenal.
So you're
it's
telling me Arsenal are winning the league this year, John? It's deja vu all over.
It's a tough one. It's a tough one. Can they defend it? despite everything that I've just mentioned, with all the teams right now, with the uncertainty of all the teams, with all the questions and answers that we have with all the teams right now, we don't know what we expect from Chelsea, right?
City.
We don't know what we're expecting from Liverpool, right?
Yeah.
We know what Antonio Adriola has done for Bournemouth.
But
But
is it transferable to Liverpool?
exactly.
Question mark.
This is a total different kettle of fish when you go into a big team.
100%.
As a manager.
Yep.
There's more pressure. They
United
expect
now.
you to start winning every game.
Exactly.
Right now.
And United have got Champions League football. They've not got the
Exactly.
strength of squad.
Exactly.
Enzo Maresca's replacing Pep. I mean, jeepers.
Exactly. Enzo Maresca is replacing Pep, who's been there for 10 years, the greatest manager of all time. I mean,
Second.
walking into that shoes, Enzo Maresca, he must be thinking, this is a brilliant job, but what am I walking in myself into? But the good thing with him is that he's been there.
Yeah.
He knows the football.
Exactly.
Club. It's going to be an easy kind of settling for him.
Yeah.
So he knows the football club.
He knows the
players know him.
he knows the people.
Yeah, exactly. So that will probably help him in terms of how he settles in and how he gets the team to play, because he knows as well how the team plays. So in that aspect, I think Enzo Maresca probably, yes. Looking at City, they might be, it depends on how hungry they are as well. And a lot of these players, they came to Manchester City to play for Pep Guardiola.
Fair.
Because every player in the last five seasons, if you pick up a phone now and say to any player, what manager do you want to play for? Pep Guardiola. How does that affect the players? He's built up such an emotional connection with all those players. Haaland, Phil Foden,
Vardio, Diaz.
all these players, he's built an emotional connection with them. Is Enzo Maresca is he the emotional kind of guy that's going to connect straight away with those players?
Takes time.
We saw what he did at Chelsea.
Yeah.
He was successful at Chelsea. I liked him. But the one thing he failed to do as a Chelsea manager was to build that connection between him and the fans.
Yes.
He never did that.
Agreed.
He never did that.
No.
How does he do that now at Manchester City? That's the question. Yes, he's been there. He knows the football club. The players know him.
But Pep.
But Pep is just
Exactly.
different, absolutely level. So that is huge for Enzo Maresca. And for Chelsea, we don't know. Yes, Xabi Alonso was successful with Bayern Leverkusen, but then he went to Real Madrid. Wasn't successful enough. Yes, there was egos, there was issues in the dressing room. He couldn't manage, he couldn't deal with it. Is there going to be egos right now at Chelsea? Yes, we saw Enzo Fernandez. Yes, probably. Cole Palmer wants to play. If he doesn't play, he's going to be angry. You know, Morgan Rogers is coming to the football club. He wants to play. So there is ego at the football club as well. But he needs to find a way of dealing with that. So there's a lot of question marks on these clubs.
Which is why Arsenal
For me,
are the favourites.
Are the favourite.
Yeah.
And they have to capitalize on that. All these things that we've just mentioned now, but the positivity of it, of them being the only team in that top 5, top 6 that has been together for such a long time. So I think that's going to be a massive, massive advantage for them.
I don't disagree with that. In terms of then, the player that it's exciting you the most, who's the player that John Obi Mikel is going to be watching closely?
Ooh. You know what, actually, Morgan Rogers.
I knew you were
Morgan
gonna say,
Rogers.
yeah.
Because he's been at Villa for such a long time, right? And leaving Villa and joining Chelsea is huge. It's massive. It's huge. And this is a football club that demands winning, that demands success, that demands winning trophies.
And playing well week in, week out.
Playing well week in, week out. The fans are very impatient. Our fans are very impatient.
You
They
being one
want
of them.
straight away. Of course. I know that, mate. Don't worry about that. They'll tell you straight away, mate, when you're not doing it.
Yeah.
They will tell you, they'll let you know straight away when you're not doing it. But I like Morgan Rogers. I think he's a fantastic player. I like the way he drives the ball forward, the way he carries the ball. If there's one player in the Premier League that is best at doing that, driving the ball forward, running with the ball at the speed that he does, with such control, it's Morgan Rogers.
Yeah.
He can do that better than anyone in the Premier League. The next person probably you say Declan Rice, driving the ball forward. So for me, Morgan Rogers is the guy that I want to see how he settles into this Chelsea squad. I want to see his combination, his partnership with Cole Palmer. Because if Cole Palmer ends up staying at the football club, which there's rumours.
No, he's staying. He's staying. Stop that. United have not got the cash.
I'm a huge fan of Cole. I hope he stays.
He stays.
And I think he will stay. I want to see the partnership between both of them because they have to play together. They have to play together. Now, how does the manager get both of them to play together? Who gets the ball more? Who is the guy that runs the show? Cole Palmer has been the guy running the show for a while now. And Morgan Rogers will demand the ball. He wants to have the ball because we've seen what he does at Villa. When he has the ball, he can create chances. He can score goals. Some absolutely brilliant goals he scored last season. Really, really good goals.
Oh, he's class. I'm a big fan.
He's a joy to watch
Yeah.
sometimes when I watch him. He's an absolutely joy to watch. So I hope he brings all that, whatever he did at Villa, the confidence that he had when he was playing at Villa.
The directness
that he has, getting that ball, half-turn, driving forward,
Yes.
getting the team up the pitch. That's what we need from him.
Yeah.
Creating chances, scoring goals. Yes, he doesn't defend enough. But when he has that ball, I want to see him creating chances week in, week out. Every time he steps on the pitch, he has to do that. And when you have two players that can create chances for you and score goals, him and Cole Palmer as well, coming off the back of last season, which he had a poor season for his standard. Everyone else's standard, he knows that. We all know that. But he's allowed to have one bad season. He's a fantastic player.
He's got a point to prove now.
He's got a point to prove now. He has to bounce back. Injury-free right now, he has to start the season well. Again, he has to come back to the Cole Palmer that we know. A lot of questions. People were questioning last season. Oh, yeah, what's happening with Cole Palmer? He has to bounce back right now because he has a point to prove again.
Yeah.
He has to show the Chelsea fans that I am Cole Palmer. I am the main man here because, yes, you brought in Morgan Rogers, but don't forget who I am. I am Cole Palmer. So it will be interesting to see how both of them perform. And Xabi Alonso has got a task of trying to see how he fits both of them in that squad.
And let's not sleep on Estevao either.
Estevao as well, yeah.
He's the other one.
Again, he's coming back from injury as well.
I want to ask about another very quick ex-Chelsea player, better known for his Liverpool time at Liverpool. Mo Salah been linked with your former club, John.
Oh, I don't see that happening.
Trabzonspor.
Hey, listen, Trabzonspor is a
Proper club.
Proper club. It's a club that is for the people, for the fans. You know, you have people working 9-to-5 jobs, people bricklayers, people that is Trabzon.
Working class.
Working class. Football club is the people's club.
Strange move though for him.
But I don't see him. I don't see him. I don't really see Mo
What
Salah
are you
going
hearing,
there.
John?
No. I just think, you know, the rumors have always been there that Mo Salah wants to go to Saudi Arabia. I mean, why not go to Saudi Arabia and get all those cash?
I'm not quite sure Saudi are spending what they once did.
You think they're not? You think that's what he's waiting for? But I mean, if there's one place that you think Mo Salah is going to go, Saudi Arabia.
I think we said Italy as well, or at least I was like...
Yeah, there's few rumors about Italy, but I don't see him going to Italy.
Because of the money.
Yeah, because I think no one is going to be able to pay Mo Salah in Italy. It depends on what he wants. If he still wants just to play the Champions League and you know, take a massive, you know, pay cut from his salary.
I think he wants weighed in, John.
Then he has to go to Saudi. I think Saudi is the only... I'm sure there's one or two teams in Saudi that's probably calling his phone right now and saying,
but it's
Salah,
crazy.
Come here, we can still pay you, I don't know, 20, 40, 50, 60 million a year. There is teams that's going to do that.
We're in August and he's not going to come.
He's going to get a move. He's going to get a move to Saudi. I'm pretty sure about that.
So Trabzonspor fans, don't get too excited. Is that the message?
No, don't. Definitely don't.
So Arsenal fans don't get excited with Vini. Trabzonspor fans don't get excited with
I don't think Vini's coming to Arsenal. Okay. I don't think Vini's coming to Arsenal. That is
okay.
I probably say that is certain. That's for sure.
Breaking news again, John. Fee has been agreed now.
If he does, that is one hell of a fucking deal.
I'll be the signing.
If he does, it's probably going to be the signing of the Premier League so far.
Without question.
Without a question of that. It will be the biggest transfer of all time.
You're saying it's not happening.
But I just think it's not happening. I think Vini is going to stay at Real Madrid.
Yeah.
I think so. Yes, there's this little thing that happened between him and José Mourinho when Jose was at Benfica and stuff like that. Yeah,
of course.
Yeah. But I just think as professionals, you find a way of working together. I think both of them are professionals. Knowing José Mourinho that I know, you have a fallout with him. He tells you exactly what he wants. If you do what he wants,
you move on.
You move on. You guys are best pals. So I'm sure that Vini wants to stay at Madrid and Madrid wants him to stay. So I think he'll end up staying there, and I don't think Arsenal are going to get him. But if it does happen, that's going to be huge for Arsenal.
Real Madrid get Rodri before the window as well, could be huge. Denzel Dumfries in, Ibrahima Konate in, Marc Cucurella in, Bernardo Silva in, Yan Diomande potentially, and then Rodri to finish it off. What a summer that would be.
What a summer that would be for Real Madrid. But this is a club that always pulls the big guns, isn't it? They're a team that always pulls the best players. And if you looking at one team on this planet that's gonna pull the biggest transfer of all time, it is Real Madrid.
Yeah.
Now Rodri is what, 32, 30, 31, 32?
Next birthday, 31.
And he's had a massive injury. We've seen him bounce back from it and played absolutely so well.
Jose would love him. He would love Jose.
But then he's just had a minor surgery, back surgery.
Yeah.
So, but he's still Rodri. He's still Rodri. I mean, Jose will love him. Listen, when you watch a player, right? When you watch a player, as players, we can see, we know. And I've been singing praises of this guy. Oh no, you keep saying if Rodri is in Manchester City, they will absolutely win the title. I know what I'm saying. And the season, he's just been injured. The past couple of seasons, he's been injured. He's been in and out of the squad. And when he plays, we've seen it during the World Cup. And this World Cup, played every game.
It's the difference he makes.
And you see what happens. So for me, he's just a joy to watch. A player that just keep the team ticking over. Just those little passes. And it's just not the little passes. The weight of the pass and passing the ball in front of the player, not behind the player. The right place at the right time. This little thing, sometimes the fans don't see it, but as a player, if you've played the game, you can see that little thing. Even the way he controls the ball, the weight of the pass, his positioning, receiving the ball, and progressing the ball forward. Just those little things. When I see them as an ex-player,
in that position as well.
In that position, it's just a joy to watch. It looks very easy. But it's massive for the team. It's massive for the team. And I'm just a huge admirer of Rodri. It's just the way he plays the game.
If Jose gets him.
If Jose gets him, it's just the icing on the cake for him. Because you're looking at that Real Madrid squad thinking, wow.
Is Jose back?
Wow. You're looking at Rodri.
Mbappe. Vini if he stays.
Vini as well.
Diomande, Bellingham, Valverde.
Yeah, Valverde as well.
Cucurella.
Oh, some team.
Jose's back.
Jose is back. I think everybody thought Jose's washed and done. But I mean, when this whole Real Madrid rumor started, I was like, no way he's getting it. But then Jose's
back.
I mean, he's back. He looks like he's He's back. He's hungry again to achieve more, to win titles. And don't put it past Jose. You're looking at the end of the season, you see Real Madrid in the Champions League final. Don't put that past Jose Mourinho, because if any manager can do it, can get the best out of that Real Madrid squad, can bring them all again together to play together, to put all their differences aside. Jude Bellingham, Mbappe not getting along, whatever it is, whatever that's going on. If there is one person, one manager that they all can look at and say, you know what, wow, that is Jose Mourinho, and he's telling us exactly what to do. He has the ego, Jose. He has the character. He has the personality that when he tells you exactly what you have to do as a player, you have to listen. And if there is one man that can bring that squad back together, it is Jose Mourinho. And I think that's why Florentino Perez has gone out and looked at every single manager and say, you know what? I need a manager with character. A manager that has been there, done it, knows how to win titles, because this is what this Real Madrid squad needs.
Well, they haven't won
a manager that has ego.
Yeah.
Because this place is full of egos. I need somebody who has more egos than they do.
Jose.
And who's that guy?
Yeah.
Jose Mourinho. He is the only guy that when he walks, you look at him, wow, that is José Mourinho. When he walks into the dressing room, I'm telling you, Chris, when he walks into the dressing room, he's always like this. And straight away, he knows exactly what to say. You look at his face sometimes when he's serious. He knows what to tell you. He knows how to play the mind games with every player, every single player. How do I get the best out of this player? It is José Mourinho. He knows the player that he can put his arm around. He knows the players that he can absolutely destroy and get the best out of them. He knows every single player. And he is that guy. When I look at that Real Madrid squad, the regional manager right now that can walk into that dressing room and get all those players to stop behaving like kids, get their shits together and play for the football club.
Yeah.
Put all their differences together. Put all their differences aside and play for the club. Because it doesn't matter how you look at it. It is still fucking Real Madrid. The most successful football club in the world. 15 Champions League titles. 15. Incredible.
It's ridiculous.
And if one man is going to walk into that dressing room and get everybody to get in line to what he wants to do and how the football club is being run, is José Mourinho.
Right. Jose's back. Arsenal are going to win the league. Morgan Rogers is the one to watch.
I didn't say Arsenal are going to win the league, man. When did I say that? When did I say that?
They're the favourites.
I never said that.
I'm putting words in your mouth.
No. Favourites to win in the Premier League. I just said everything we've talked about. With all the uncertainty, with all the big five, big six. I'm saying Arsenal are in the best position right now. They are in the best position in terms of being together for such a long time, having the same manager for 5-6 years now, coming off the back of winning the Premier League. Manager has brought in his players. All the players in that squad is the player that he wanted. He's built that squad for the past 5-6 years. He spent money. He knows the players. He knows every single player in that squad. And I just think they might pick up from where they left off last season. But pick it up from where you left off last season. Do you have to play the same way or you have to change the system? That's what I want to see with this squad. He has to tweak it. He has to try to get the best out of Bukayo Saka because I watched him in the World Cup. He looks like a player that has lost that bit of creativity. He looks like that player that's lost that creativity. Mikel Arteta has a job of getting him back to being the Bukayo Saka that we know. With all the creativity that he has, Martin Odegaard, get him to start playing again. Let him be that guy that creates chances, creativity, everything that we know that we know those players can deliver. Get them to start playing the same way again. Not only scoring by set pieces. Yes, it's part of the game. But I just see there's so much quality in this Arsenal squad that they will depend just on set pieces, corner kicks, throw-ins, free kicks. There is too much quality in that squad. There's too much potential in that squad. He has to find a way to get them to play in attractive football because that's what Arsenal fans and Arsenal the Arsenal fans demand.
The pressure off, I think, helps them do that this season. That will be interesting. Okay, so Arsenal, favourites. Are going to win it, but they're the favourites. Top four. Give me your top four. I'll hold you to these.
Wow. Top of the season. I think Arsenal will be there.
City. Haaland, right?
Yeah, when you have Haaland.
Correct.
But I'll say City depend if Rodri stays or Rodri goes. That's how big he is.
Oh, wow, okay.
Manchester City. If Rodri stays,
top four.
Top four.
If Rodri goes,
top four and might compete to win in the Premier League. Same with Arsenal.
If he goes,
less chance of City winning the Premier League and less chance of them finishing the top four.
So then we've got Chelsea, Tottenham, Man United, Liverpool.
So I go Arsenal, City, depending on Rodri situation. I put Chelsea in there. I think Xabi Alonso will do well with this team. I agree. I think there's something brewing there. There's something building up there. You can see that. And when I look at the players as well during this preseason, there's a bit of hunger in their faces. I think there's something. There's a bit of fire in their belly. There's fire in their eyes, looking like the players. They know they've let the club down last season. They know they've let the fans down last season. They know they underperformed last season. As a team, as a squad,
and they did.
As individuals as well. They know they underperformed. They know that the club and the fans demand way more than what they gave us last season. And when I look at those players now this season, during the preseason, I can see there's a bit of fire in their belly, in their eyes, that they have something to prove. They know they have something to prove. We have to bounce back pretty quickly. Because right now we have a very, very good manager. Sometimes it's not about the manager. At some point, you have to look at yourself as individual, as players. And I think this is the time now for these players, our players, to look at themselves in the mirror. It's not about the manager. We can't keep chopping and changing managers every single season.
No.
Because Xabi Alonso, when I look at him, he is a brilliant, brilliant manager that needs time to build. But the players, at the end of the day, they're the actors on the pitch.
Yeah.
They have to perform. It doesn't matter what the manager does. The players have to perform. And these players must know. They know. And they should have a word with themselves. That's what we used to do back then. When we know we've had bad season, bad run during the season, we have a meeting. We don't wait for the manager to call a meeting.
You say it.
The top boys organize a meeting.
Yeah.
And everybody goes, sit down. We talk about what we have to do. We talk about what we have to achieve. What is realistic? What we have to achieve. Going on from now. What can we do better as a squad, as a team? You need leaders to be able to organize those meetings without the manager organizing that meeting. You as players, you as leaders, you as individuals,
take that
will look at yourself, take that responsibility. That's what I want to see. Reece James, step up. You are the captain. You are the leader.
Be fit.
Levi Colwell, now he's also one of the leaders. Take the responsibility. Organize, galvanize this squad. Yes, it's the manager's responsibility, but the players at the end of the day, they are the soldiers. They are the guys that will galvanize this squad. They will bring everybody together. And those leaders right now, the Enzo Fernandez, the Caicedos, they have a responsibility of doing that. They have to talk to each other, knowing that they've let the club, the fans, everybody down last season. Because that standard we saw last season is not the Chelsea standard. It's way below standard. They have to bounce back. They owe the fans that. They owe the club that. And that's what I have to say about that.
So Chelsea, Arsenal, City, final, top four. Tottenham, Liverpool, United, realistically.
Ooh, United is there, right?
Champions League. That's a worry, given their squad depth.
Liverpool haven't really strengthened this season, though. But I like Anthony Areola. I think what he did with Bournemouth, he probably also need time. And taking into account that Michael Carrick has been there last season, towards the end of last season, now he's built something. He's built something with those players, chemistry with those players. He knows the players. He knows how to get results. Oh, it's a tough one.
United.
Yeah, I'll probably just pick United there. So I'll go Arsenal, Man City, Chelsea. United.
Top four. Cannot wait.
But if it's not United, Liverpool.
Spurs? No.
No. I think Spurs will get to Europe, but I think Europa League.
Okay.
I think the Derby needs a bit more time.
August 21st, John. That's when it all kicks off.
Yeah.
Arsenal, Coventry, your old mucker, Frank Lampard.
Yeah, Frank. It's good to see Frank back, in the Premier League. I think he's done. The job that he's done there with Coventry is just incredible. Taking over from when he took over the football club. And, last season they couldn't do it.
The season before
they couldn't do it.
And
but then again,
champions.
To be able to have that consistency of going season after season and pushing to come back to the Premier League is just incredible. And I just wish him well. I think he's done an absolutely superb job there at Coventry. And I hope he has a good season. I hope they'll be able to stay up. I don't want to see them go back down again as we see a lot of teams come up and then go back. But I just think Frank is he's a smart guy. He's a smart guy. If that's one thing I have to say about Frank, he's an absolutely genius in terms of the way he thinks about the game. So I hope he stays up with Coventry.
Cannot wait. We are back. Fair to say, brand new studio for us as well. Obi-Wan podcast made possible by BetWinner. Big names. Obviously, big names, guests. Yep. We've got loads that are going to be coming up.
Yep.
We've been in Africa. We've interviewed one or two, so big things coming up.
We've got some big names coming up. We're going to start rolling out again soon. Don't worry, everyone. I see the messages sometimes, on social media. When are you guys releasing, another episode of the Obi-Wan podcast.
You're a busy boy.
We're coming. We're big. We're coming out big. It's just because obviously the World Cup put everything on hold. And I'm sure everybody else, you guys enjoyed the World Cup as we all did. But I think now it's time to get back to rolling out those big names and get back to business.
Getting back to business, the day job. Right, follow us, Obi-Wan Podcast. We're back for another brand new season. Check us out YouTube as well. Download us. Tell your friends about us as well. We're back, taking the Mikel. Well done, Johnny. Brand new studio. We're back for another season. Ta-ra for now.